Thank you for tuning in once again. Before we get into this, let's do this. Let's get into this. So what are the reasons that my first reason that made me move to Saudi Arabia? I don't want to be long explaining. First of all, it was freedom. I wanted freedom. How so? I was married, and I got married at a very young age. If you watch the video of getting to know me, I said I got married when I was very young. I look at my sister today. I love her to dearly. She's 21, and when I got married, I was younger than her. Okay, which is not always a bad thing, but for me, I think it was. Okay, so anyway, so now before coming to Saudi Arabia, I'd left like so many times my marital home because every time we would get into an argument, we would have a misunderstanding, we would fight. I would pack up my bags, my belongings, and I would take my stuff and go home. I remember at some point the fridge that we used had a dent because I'll take again even the furniture that I bought. Which I won't recommend that to anybody. It's just toxic. So to me now it was a matter of, this can't be your whole life. Like, you know what, just go to a place where you're going to be far away from all of this, and from there you're gonna decide if you still want this marriage or you don't need it anymore. Because sometimes when you've been with someone for so long, it's so hard to let go. It's like you wonder how you're going to survive on your own because you've been with them. So for me, first of all, it was freedom and getting away, and being in the space whereby I can be on my own. Number two, as I've said, it was the easiest place to go to. Like if you're deciding, oh, should I go to UK? Now that I've known, like even now I'm busy on with another process, but we'll get into that at some later stage in this process. But coming to Saudi Arabia is the easiest. It's the easiest way because we've got agencies that can help you through, and also again there's not much money that is needed on this process. So we didn't have money, and I was like, if this is the cheapest way of getting away, khalas, let me just do this. Let me go to Saudi Arabia because it's affordable. That's what I want to say. It's affordable to move to Saudi Arabia, especially if it's your first time immigrating to a new country. I would say Saudi Arabia, I spent less than 20,000 with the whole process, of coming in here. So another reason that made me to decide why I want to come to Saudi Arabia was financial constraint. Like I felt like, we were going through the most. We had financial crisis. We have made wrong financial decisions and now we were stuck, and being stuck and feeling like you left out. I remember I even took like the biggest mistake of my life, that I wouldn't allow anyone now knowing better to do what I did, because of feeling that we are overcrowded, we are drowning, our debts are too much, and we put ourselves into debt review. If I can tell you debt review, it's a story for another day. Like, don't put yourself, I don't care how financial constructed you are or you are in a crisis, don't go into debt debt review. It took me so long to get out of the thing. Yeah, but it's a story for another day. So it was for financial reasons, to put it simple, in simple terms. It was for financial reasons because it was like, yeah, we were, yeah. And number four, the salary. You know, when you come to Saudi Arabia, one thing that I've said even in the previous videos is that the salary is good. It's good. It's good. I'm going to put numbers because people were complaining on my last video, like, you kept saying you're going to tell us, you're going to tell us. So when I came here in 2017 in South Africa, I was speaking South African rands. The South Africa, like, the basic salary when we came in here was like ranging around 55,000 rand. So that's a lot, you know, that's a lot. I'll put here in dollars how much is that. So I think around 3,000 and something dollars, but it's a lot, you know. So coming, that was one of the reasons, you know, when I got the offer, I was like, wow, voila, yay, freedom is coming. So the salary, and for financial reasons, I chose Saudi Arabia. And also, again, now that I'm in Saudi, what is it that is making me to stick this far? Because now this has been like my 4th year. It was going to be my 5th year, but even I got a new job and I got sick. And I wanted to go home and sort out some family things, issues and all of that. So I took like a year, almost a year gap. Then now I'm coming here. So another thing before I move on, why I'm still here, my other reason, the biggest reason why I moved to Saudi Arabia, it was my dream. I'm the biggest dreamer that I can ever. Like, sometimes I feel like I have flight of ideas. Like, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. But over the years, I've mastered the skill of tackling one thing at a time. So that is me. So we had a dream. I had a dream. I had a dream that we had discussed, because you know, when you are in a partnership, you have what you have vision, where you want to see yourself, and you have a mission. How are you going to get into that, you know? So our vision, it was a matter of, I'm coming here for 5 years, and I'm gonna be here for 5 years. In that 5 years, I'm going to try and build us a mortgage-free house, of which it happened, which is a bond-free house in the village, whereby there are no rates, there are no taxes, there are no levies, and that will mean it will help us, and also try and get something like extra income that can keep us going, because ultimately I want to go back to school. And I'm hoping, as we are going to stick with me in this channel, maybe one day you'll come to me and we're going to spend my first day at school. Who knows? Yeah, anything is possible. So it was a matter of, in these 5 years, those are the things that I'm going to do. And eventually, when I come back, I'll go back full-time at school, and then it will be not that much on him, because the house would have been paid off, we will be debt free, and it will be a matter of, now also I saved probably for my fees, and then I can go to school. And yeah, but yeah, unfortunately it didn't happen that way. We're still gonna get into that. But one of the biggest things that made me to come to Saudi Arabia was the dream of being financial free, of pursuing my dream, and also, again, as I've said, building my family a home, of which I don't want to lie, though the home part, which was the biggest part of this, was done within like 2 years. My children, they've got a place that they can call home. I've got a place that I can call home too. So that was possible. So what is making me to stick now that I'm here in Saudi Arabia? What is making me say, keep me this far and stay until now? Because now this will be like my 4th year. It will be my 4th year in November. because I came here 2017 November. Number one, the lifestyle. The lifestyle, it's so affordable. Like, you can live. I remember in my previous a video whereby I said, here with 2,000 rent, when it comes to food, you are catered for, you can survive a month, and which is something that even at home now is difficult to do. You cannot, like, you go home now and you buy groceries for 5,000 rand and you realize there's nothing. It's not like you're waking up with bacon and eggs in that 5,000 grocery, and things have gotten expensive. So here in Saudi Arabia, with 500 riyals, 700 riyals, you can have your groceries for a month. Things are still affordable. Also, again, safety. I don't believe like I will ever be in a country as safe as this. I remember, like, with my girls, yes, here I'm in the village. I hardly walk at night, and we are in a camp. So where I used to be before, like, we'll even go shopping here is done at night. That's another interesting part, like, because during the day it's extremely hot, and most of the time the shops will open in their prayer times now and again, so from 8 o'clock, from the last salah, the shops opens until 2 a.m 3 a.m in the morning, and we go shopping at night. I remember one time I was with my friend Nadine, and we were walking on the street, and I was like, wow, you can never say this, like, walking at 1 a.m as two women in the street, and we are just like, so wireless. Yeah, so it's one of the safest countries in the world, whereby crime, because if you commit crime, I'm not saying it cannot happen, but the consequences are very high. Like, wow, I won't get into details, but one time I was in a taxi with an Uber, and this guy said to me, he's Saudi, by the way, he said to me, why are you, I was visiting a friend, and then the friend happened to stay in these other apartments that he considered that they were very expensive. So he was asking me, why are you staying in this place, because it's expensive. Even us as Saudi, we don't stay here. I said, no, my friend stays here. And then, why? I said, because it's safe. No, live safer, live safe. Live safe away. Take out safe, because anyway in Saudi is safe, because if someone does something harmful to you and they get caught, you might never see them again. Yeah, he said that. Okay. So it is the safest country in the world, I don't want to lie. And now that I'm here, like, it is the Middle East, so it is easy to get anywhere you wanna be. Like, it's a middle country, like, it's cheap. One of the reasons, like, if I decide now I want to go to UK, it's not that far. If I decide to go to USA, I go, like, it's in the midst of everything, and you just, which is one of the reasons that you must be very careful of, because it's easy. You just, like, search how much is to go to let me make an instant, to go to Dubai, and it's like $1,000, because it's like 2 hours away, so it's like 2 hours away. How much is it to go to Georgia? And it says it's like 1,500. How much is it to go to Egypt? Those things. So it is easy. And those are some of the mistakes that people make. They come here and now they forget the goal, the mission, the vision, why they came in here. And you find someone and saying, I've been here for 12 years. I've been to New York, to Australia, to wherever in the world, the way you want to be, you can go, because this country's in the middle. But having said that, you must still remember why you came in here in the first place. This is not our home, and one day we will leave it. As I'm saying to you, even now I'm busy on my next move. Where am I going? So also, again, as I've mentioned, it's easy to travel being in the Middle East, and wow, voila, wow, shopping. You can shop till it drop for real in this place. So that is some of the reason that it's now keeping me here, and I'm like, "Uma, you know, here when they say there's a sale, they mean a sale, not that sale where buy at home when something was 10 rand and now it's going to be 9.99 and they say it's sale. No, here when it's sale you can find something that was like 10 real going for 2 real. Also, again, you must be careful not to overspend unnecessarily because of those sales. You know, you get used to them. Now that I'm on my way out, I'm like preparing on my exit, slowly, even if it won't be this year, next year, or that other year, but I'm slowly making my way out. I am now very careful on how I spend my money because shopping can really get to you. Yeah, so those are some of the reasons why I came to Saudi Arabia and why I'm sticking to Saudi Arabia. And one thing for sure is that it has been the best decision of my life. And also, again, one of the other reasons that is making me to stay in here, I would have not thought I will stay this far and this much. It's them, sorry, the love. Oh, the love that the people show here. You know, I feel like I actually felt like so bad at some point, and I'm like, you know, I wish like our African brothers and sisters, they can get to see how immigrants treated in other places. Like the people here, they are so welcoming. Like they are so free to teach you about their culture. Even now, there was one guy, he came at work and I told him I've got a YouTube channel. He actually invited me, if you were watching, hey, he actually invited me to come to his family. They've got like 122 camels, and more than that, he said they've got a camel farm and I must come taste the milk, the whatever, how they do things. So they're always willing to share their experiences and their culture, and they are very welcoming, most of them, you know. So that's why I'm sticking around. This has become my second home. This has become my therapy session, you know. Like I always go walking or running or jogging, and I say those are my therapy sessions because this is the time, the place. I don't think if I didn't take the decision to come to Saudi Arabia, when I did, I would still be alive. Like, yeah, like it became my escape boat. It became, I don't want to get emotional, but this journey has been amazing. Like it has been extremely amazing, and wow, voila, yeah. No. Drink water, V. It's been amazing. It has been my second home, and I would say to anyone who wants to come and, you know, and just take a second chance into their life and just see what the world has got to offer out there, I would suggest that do come to this country. Like it is a lovely place to be. So many tourist attractions, things to do as well. As I've said on my video, that you're going to come along with me, you're going to see the place. I'm gonna make sure that I take you along. You know, at some point I had forgotten, I neglected my YouTube, and I feel like I would have shared so much, like, yeah, but we are still going to do it. I'm here now, and I'm here to stay. I'm here to stay. You know, so thank you so much for tuning in until this far. And Also, again, if you haven't subscribed, kindly do so. At this time, please like the video. Another thing, if you just switch on, what I realize with most of the people is that, most of the people is that they will just switch on the video, press like. YouTube doesn't necessarily take those, so rather like watch for 1 minute, 2 minutes, or in the middle of the video, and then you can like the video, subscribe, and your likes are going to be considered. And if you like this video, it gets recommended.